he spends time playing Minecraft and whatever else IT people do.
Dark Souls, maybe.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking Minecraft, losers. Let me play my underworld game. I'm a knight.
Yes, I'm a knight with a sword.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think he's not picking up on it, but I hope he listens to us so he can actually hear us and realize, just maybe chip in for her.
Right.
Like, she clearly cares enough for the relationship that she's willing to put herself in the red.
Is there a point in a relationship, or what is the point where it's just like, you know, I mean, you might sort of feel like doing 50-50 is fair at a certain point. If you're both in a similar life situation. When is it that sort of becomes not something you think about?
That's it, yeah. That's
about
it.
50-50?
It's not usually a conversation.
No, it's not. And that's an interesting thing, because when I was working in retail a lot of the time, I would find it interesting when a couple would come up to the counter.
Yep.
And they would, like, I mean, I'm making an assumption here. They're older, so I'm thinking they're probably married or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, they're clearly together, and I'd go to put the transaction through, and they'd be like, no.
Separate.
That's my half.
Yeah.
And then they'd put their stuff, and then their partner would go.
Yeah, right.
And I was always like, oh, I wonder how long they've been dating for,
Yep.
or like they've just got some financial agreement. It would always make me wonder about that.
I feel like
My money, your
every
money.
relationship has a different financial sort of agreement.
Yeah.
Some people share bank accounts. Some people keep separate bank accounts.
Sure.
Yeah.
Some people do 50-50. Other times, like, I know with like my relationship, a lot of the time, because we earn about the same amount of money, we're more, my partner always goes, no, my turn to pay, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's 50-50 that way. That being said, I generally say, no, I'll throw
But it's
in
not
more.
something you would ever keep track
We
of.
don't
and
keep
be like,
track
wait a
of.
second.
It seems less meticulous than this guy who was
Yeah.
like, we have a 50-50 contract.
Before you pull your card out, you're like, wait, no. Last night we got Chinese.
Yeah.
I paid. The night before that, I paid 2, so that's one more. I'm up. So yeah, you are doing
The best thing about this, Tom, is there's an app for it.
Oh, there we go.
So Tom else's have apps.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I don't think I would do that with my wife.
Yeah, right.
I'm guessing with you guys, probably the same thing happens. Like, there was never a conversation. It was just like, oh, I'll pay for this.
Yeah.
And then, like, someone just pulls their card out
Just
and
how
pays
it
for
goes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that's completely fine.
So what should Dark Souls do?
Dark Souls should have this conversation with his partner saying, I fucked up, in terms of not realizing it sooner.
Yeah.
Maybe, look, the other alternative is he could have said to her, if something like that's happening, actually say it's because I can't afford it. And then maybe it'll click in my head.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not clear, like maybe I'm not realizing it.
Especially if
helps.
you care for each other. I don't think you don't want money to come between you
No.
guys and
Right.
be the thing. Because she obviously would have felt embarrassed and a bit ashamed because she couldn't pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
So there has to be a conversation there about it.
He obviously realizes that she's not as financially capable as him.
Yeah.
And he's still just like, I don't know what her problem is.
You got to keep
The
up.
problem is you live an expensive lifestyle and she don't have the cash to be able to do that.
To support it, yeah.
It at least doesn't sound like he's flaunting his wealth or holding it above her.
Yes.
But I do think he's not using enough empathy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He's like, we are equals.
He's like, why don't you just earn more money? I just don't get it. I don't know.
It's easy.
I don't know.
Like I'm doing.
Just be richer.
Be richer, please.
Anyway, I think that's fair enough. Let's leave it there for Dark Souls then.
Yes.
All right.
Marcus, do you want to go next, or Damien?
I can go.
Damien.
Let me say what I'm going to name my question asker after first,
Yep.
and then I'll set my question up. This is going to come from the Halal Snack Pack.
Oh, the HSP.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You know, I've never had a halal snack pack.
You've never had one?
No,
Thomas.
never had one.
Never
Shut the
interested you?
front door.
No, well, when they were sort of becoming en vogue, I was like on like a very like
Health kick?
I was on a certain diet where I had to avoid very fatty foods. And I
Right.
think that was just like I looked at that, my intestines quivered like just from looking at
I
it.
guarantee you,
Yeah.
you would have died. You would not be
that's
here
what I mean.
recording this
Yeah.
episode.
That's what I mean. So I've always avoided it. I mean, I've had things like loaded nacho fries and things like that, which is pretty much like the Mexican version of a HSP.
Yeah.
But like a HSP specifically, never actually put it in my mouth.
It is. What a weird way to
Yeah,
phrase
I know,
that. It is one of those things where I love it,
Yeah.
but I have an intolerance to a lot of the ingredients in it.
Everything does not agree with me.
I eat it and
Yeah.
then
Even
I
the
die a little
styrofoam
bit.
packaging.
I equate to eating HSP like how someone. This is and this is going to upset some of the women listening to this podcast.
Okay.
I equate it to a woman having a child. So I
Right.
feel like whenever I've spoken to friends, right,
Yeah.
who've had kids,
Yep.
they were like, "Oh, it's so rewarding, but never again.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a kid again. Like never again."
Yeah.
And then 9 months later, or a couple months down the track, they're like, "You know what?
I want to have another baby.
I think I can have another kid."
Let's do it again.
And that's how I feel about
Then he
HSP.
just calls up his local kebab place
Yeah.
to get his HSP.
Whereas, like, it's like childbirth, the HSP is a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
But after I have it, I'm like, you know what? I'm never doing that
When you're in
again.
the delivery room.
Why?
You did this, Damien.
David's had an epidural. He's ready to go.
It's multiple visits to the delivery room, by the way. I'm like, I never want to do that again.
Yeah.
I want a C-section.
Yeah, right. Cut it out of me.
Come here, get it out.
Get it out.
Get it out.
Okay.
And then a couple months later, I'm like, you know what? Knock me up again.
Round 5, baby.
Pit stop asking the man to knock you up.
Yeah.
And even the guy at the HSP was like, you sure about this?
Right.
Yes. All right. So HSP writes in. Okay. And before I throw this question up, Marcus chose this question for you.
Yes.
All I'm asking is your best behavior.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Keep it
I
together.
like how he's already started on the poopy jokes. And then,
Yeah.
Your best behavior.
All right. All right.
HSP writes in. I'm not going to give you the question. I'm just going to read it.
Yeah, good.
My boyfriend, 23 years old, is a goofball. We've been together only for 6 months, but without question, he's the funnest and funniest guy I've ever been around. We have not slept together, but he's been staying over a few nights a week since my place is much closer to his work. I woke up this morning and he was already up. It's my standard thing to check my cat's litter box on Thursday morning. This morning, there was a huge poop. I'd seen something years ago about Brad Pitt doing this to one of his friends, so I knew it wasn't the cat. I wasn't amused and made him clean it up. He realized his prank had bombed badly and apologized profusely. I told him I just needed him to leave and let me think. He did without objection, though I could tell he was scared about what my thought process might be. I really like him, but I just don't know if I can get over the fact that he actually squatted over a place in my house that wasn't the toilet and let a poop come out. I just don't know what to think, so I am asking here, what should I do here, HSP?
Oh my God.
Look, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
He went for
Was
it.
that what Gretzky was thinking?
He went for the joke. He missed.
I mean, going on the question, he got in the litter.
He didn't miss the litter
box,
bowl.
yeah.
He didn't miss the box. However,
Oh my God.
you know, sometimes sometimes you strike out. I think of two sports analogies there.
So it's an
Trying really hard not to say poop.
it's an open air just sitting there. like
It's horrifying.
That is like, and I think he would have had the biggest shit-eating grin on his face while he was doing it too, right?
Can you imagine?
The cat would have been looking at him, and it's just like, "What are you doing, human?"
He's squatting over.
Yeah.
He's asserting dominance on the cat.
And what's the
On
new guy doing?
Mr. Fluffballs.
Whoa!
There are so many points in that thing that him doing that, he could have pulled the pin.
Yeah,
Grabbing the toilet paper as you walked over
yeah.
to the litter.
No. He just would have like wiped his bum like the cat
don't.
does.
Behave yourself, okay? Behave yourself.
Squatting over the litter,
Yeah.
making eye contact with the cat.
The cat was definitely watching.
Yeah.
Like, it's turning around, looking at what you've done, and
being
never thinking,
proud.
this is weird.
Yeah.
Did he actually try and cover it up like the cats do? In
I
the
don't
kitty
think
litter?
so. No, he would want it to be on display.
Yeah. What?
Surely.
It would have been on display regardless. I don't know if you know how deep kitty litters are.
I've seen kitty
It
litters.
would have looked like the iceberg that the Titanic hit.
Once it snapped in half.
Yeah.
What I like is that she was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, or just being like, look, I understand. Brad Pitt apparently has done this before.
Has he?
So it's okay. Like, she's sort of just been like, I might
A
forgive
celebrity's
him.
done this.
Yeah, right. I heard Brad Pitt had done it.
Brad Pitt's hot too, so if he's done it,
But I think no.
No. And I looked into it, by the way, that Brad Pitt thing.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt didn't do it.
she's just lying to
Brad Pitt
herself.
is just like, what? What was someone saying that about me? Wait.
People lying on the internet.
It's so specific.
Brad Pitt did it.
Here's the thing,
Was there
though.
an interview with Gwyneth and Gwyneth said that? Like, somewhere? Was it in the goop?
No.
An
Jennifer
article on her
Aniston said
website?
it.
Or
She's
something?
like,
Gwyneth Paltrow was like, we were on the set of 7.
Yeah.
And when he opened up the box, my head wasn't in there. It was a piece of shit.
Kitty litter. In kitty litter. It's on the. It's
So
on
we're going to
the.
rename 7 to 2.
It's on the what's it called? Bonus
the
features.
bugs?
Bonus features.
So I looked into it. It wasn't directed by David Fincher. It was directed by David Pincher.
Oh my god. Okay, so it turns
And
out
I'm meant to be behaving. I'm meant to be behaving.
And this is clean comedy from me and Tommy.
Yeah,
This is
all right.
clean
All right,
comedy.
Mr. Pincher.
All right. We work blue, you work brown, all right? That's the difference.
Yeah.
Turns out Brad Pitt did not take a Brad shit, but it turns out it was George Clooney.
Oh, yes. The Suave Man himself is known for his pranks.
He does drink a lot of coffee.
You know, but I wouldn't want to look at that kitty litter after his coffee poo.
It's not Brad shit, it's George Clooney.
That's right. All right, so here is the story, right? I think it makes it funny what the boyfriend did.
Yeah.
So apparently, because George Clooney is known to be a prankster,
Yes.
he was sharing an apartment with a fellow actor who is apparently obsessed with his cat, treated it like a baby.
I'd be like Matt Damon.
Do we
or
know
something.
which cat?
Which
Which cat is it?
His
It's
name's
Whiskers Damien.
He's one of those actors that like you recognize his face, but you wouldn't know his name. His name's Richard Kind. Anyway,
Okay.
so what
Kind.
what George Clooney did was he cleaned up the litter box of the cat without telling the owner.
Yeah.
And he basically did this for a week.
Yeah.
So every day the owner got up to check the kitty litter and it's like, my cat hasn't gone for like a week.
Okay.
What is wrong with
See what you're just
Yeah. She's like, what is wrong with my cat? And after like a week and a half,
Oh, I know this guy.
then George Clooney did a massive dump in the kitty litter. So then the owner was like, oh my God, like that came out of my cat. Mr. Whiskers. So what the boyfriend I think has done is forgot the setup of the joke, went straight to the punchline and just done a shit in the litter box.
He's like, huh?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Huh?
Like George Clooney.
Get it?
George
Like,
Clooney did
just like, hey, it was George Clooney.
Yeah. George Clooney can do this.
Oh
You
my
can't.
God.
So he's just, instead of like being a prankster, he's just a kitty litter shitter. That's
Yeah.
all he's
Oh my
done.
God.
Kitty litter shitter.
I kind of like George Clooney a little bit more for that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the prank, but I'm like, that's quite well thought out.
Yeah,
It is.
it's much more thought out than HSP's prank.
Yeah.
Richard's worrying about his cat. Like, is everything okay? And then one morning he's like, whoa, boy, oh boy. And then
Mr.
George is
Whiskers.
like, I got you, man.
Yeah.
Do you think when the cat saw that in the box, it just had like a meltdown? Like, did
Yeah.
I do this?
Yeah.
Like,
Have I shrunk?
And then the cat walks over and starts trying to bury it.
Yeah,
It's like
right.
she hide its shame.
Owner's not going to be happy with this.
No. But see, this is where I think HSP has sort of missed the mark. George did it with his friend,
Yes.
another
Yep.
fellow,
Yep.
male, who, males get poop jokes a lot, get fart jokes. We're twisted.
we
Might be
are.
like, yeah, good
we're,
one.
we're twisted.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I still laugh at farts now.
Mhm.
I'm 30 years old.
We've been laughing at a shit joke for the last
That's a
10
good,
minutes.
that's a good
True.
point.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I didn't have to clarify that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people have tuned out.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
So, but where he's failed to realize is this is your lover.
Yeah.
This is someone that
A
like
love
looks
interest.
at you in a way that's like, oh, he's cute. He's this. He just took a shit in my lip. Like,
yeah.
that's an image she has to get out of her head.
Yes.
The open air aspect really bothers me as
Yeah.
well. Like, I think that really bothers. Like, she would have walked into the room and known something was up.
Yeah.
She would have known something was up.
Yes.
When you boil it down, you are an adult
Yep.
who took a shit in a sandbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you get rid of the romance of the prank around it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a very sad and disgusting
Pretty
thing.
fucking full on.
Yeah. All right. I feel like HSP can forgive easily. Like the relationship
Yep.
can be there. But what does HSP's boyfriend need to do to sort of rectify, even just a little bit?
The
Yep.
good thing is, poor choice of words, rectify, by the way. It
Was it?
seems like he is apologetic. He left the house immediately.
Yeah.
He realizes he took it too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, you miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah.
She seems to love his human for the most part. So he
Yeah.
obviously thought she's going to love this.
Yeah.
His intentions were well intended.
Yeah.
Well intended.
I'd
He's
like
well
to
intended.
think.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to wipe that image from your head.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
do think maybe he deserves a second chance if you do really care for him.
Yeah.
This is just a speed bump.
Yeah.
I
Look,
wonder if that is the case and he gets a second chance. If he just becomes very serious and like
Yeah.
the joking aspect just goes away. So like,
I would
I
say.
apologize.
I'll never laugh again.
yeah, right. I
That's
feel like
it.
I don't deserve
That's
to
it.
laugh.
I am the clown who never laughs.
Yes,
No, but all he needs to, all HSP probably needs to say is, look, it was a joke. It went badly. No poop jokes.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your shit.
Nope.
That's it. Or your piss.
Yeah.
Or anything disgusting that comes out of your body.
Maybe she's like
That's
sort
it.
of. Maybe she alluded to being like having that sort of sense of
Maybe,
humor.
maybe she was just like, I love poop jokes. This is great.
And then
'cause
the next
she
day,
will
yeah.
love it.
You
And
never
then,
know. You don't know the lead up to it. But
That's
yeah,
true.
that is very full on and very at a short amount of time in the relationship, bit full on.
I don't think-
I wouldn't even do that, and I've been with
No.
my wife for 10
No,
years.
no.
I would never do that.
It's too much.
I don't know if I would do that to anybody's kitty litter.
No,
Friend, maybe enemy, but that's about it.
even then, just like whoa,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
hates me that much.
Yeah, no, but enemies, that's probably the like furthest I would go against
Okay.
somebody. Pooping in a litter box is not that bad. You know?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like breaking a window.
Hard to do. Yeah, sure, okay. Which you've done, right?
Look, let's maybe finish with this.
Yeah.
If you can't get past it,
Yeah.
I think that's fine. But if you gave him a second chance, I don't think there's